Hello YouTube, this is Invu here. So today we are taking a look at Shao Yun exclusive 1. Yesterday we took a look at her at the base level exclusive 0 and saw how she fared in some of the PvE content that we have in the game. Now from exclusive 0 to exclusive 1, not a lot of stuff happens, but we will test her out anyways just to see like if you get a copy of her, or if you perhaps saving your eyes to know if you need to spend it on her, then this series is for you. Exclusive 1 is today, exclusive 2 tomorrow, and exclusive 3 will be in the future. And let's see here. So exclusive 1, now what does it do? What exclusive 1 gives her is actually that if her counterattack hasn't been triggered while having silent force, Shao Yun will cast Gust Attack, considered as a counterattack on a random enemy, after Silent Force ends. Now, this portion, what it means is that this buff here, not the ability, not the Bamboo Vitality ability, but the buff that she gains called Silent Forge, which does all of these stuff down here, like she's immune to CC, doesn't consume any stance value, and if she gets counterattack off, she'll proc this tactical retaliation thing here, which can inflict the deep internal injury 2 on the attacker. So, and basically what it also means is that if no enemy, like let's say it's an enemy that starts out with a turn meter boost or something like that, which isn't an attack but just an ability, she will still be able to counter attack with this skill 4 here, Gust Attack, which hits pretty hard. So it's going to help her get a bit more damage in, and it's going to help her a bit with the uptime of this one. It also says here that if there are more than one ally, like if she's not the only Saga City Alliance hero in the lineup, she will gain this ability from the beginning of each wave. So let's say you pair her with a Dianmu, if you got Murung Jing, congratulations by the way, and Indra, Sun Wukong, whatever. If you pair her with any of those, then she'll cast this ability at the beginning of the wave, which means she'll be immune to CC from the get-go. So this is like the baseline to use her in PvP as well, because she will be immune to CC if you pair her with another Saga City hero, which could be Murung Jing. He is also very strong in PvP, so if you pair those two together, and he's also immune to CC by the way, so you'll have a lot of immunity against CC, at least on one of your teams, if you pair Shao Yun with Murung Jin. Now let's test her out. So the gear is the same as yesterday, everything is the same as yesterday. Let's just see how fast she can clear this 12-10 Hell campaign here. This is just like a quick test, right? So we're just going to see how fast can she clear it and what actually happens here. So you can see here that she is doing a lot of damage. She is doing her counter attack. She's actually attacking twice when you have a Saga City Alliance hero in the lineup. I did a little bit of test earlier. So she starts out with like 2 gust attacks if she's fast enough, and that can hit very hard. So in here you can clearly see that she is just nuking everything, and like I said yesterday, and my stats are pretty good, at least for this kind of content, because this is beginner content and my stats are end game, right? But just like imagine that you would need to use maybe twice the turns, or double the turns, sorry, or maybe I don't know, 3 times as much. You'll still get through. I'm sure you'll still get through. So she can clear campaign. I'm pretty sure of that. Now let's test her out in Wuthering Coast. Now yesterday I did around 250 million damage with her in Wuthering Coast. Now I've prepared a team here which is ready. This one just to show like the difference between Mosi and her, and you can see clearly with exclusive 1 she's gained almost 100 million damage just from getting the exclusive 1. So that is around 30% more damage, which is huge. That is a huge improvement. 100 million damage. Again, you might not think, hey, it's not that much because you have Indra or whatever, but it is actually a pretty significant damage. It is. So that is very good. It's more damage than most of my poison team actually, and at least individually, except for Willa and Imakado, those two are pretty good, but the rest are not. And she's almost already doing more damage than those. She's also doing more damage than my E4 Dharma here. I didn't show this yesterday, but let me just show you my E4 Dharma here. He has like 100% crit rate, 320% crit damage, and a lot of attack. And as you can see here, at least in this setup, I know it's not optimal. You can see how he's not even doing 300 million damage. Now I know that she does all internal injury damage, so she ignores defense. However, still, I mean, exclusive 4 on this guy took me maybe 4 months or something like that to get those. At least it felt like that, and she's doing already more damage than that, right? So she's very viable. She's very viable. Now let's just test her in Guild Boss, because you might use her at early game. And you might think, hey, is she viable in Guild Boss? So Guild Boss 4 here, I've put her in here with a Catherine, a Ben Austin, Nordic, and a Space. Those are generally the go-to guys. Like you'll always go for Nordic first, I think. Then you'll probably take a Ben Austin or Nita or Narrate perhaps. Ben Austin is very good for single target bosses, and Catherine you get from quest and stuff like that, and Space you get for free, right? So let's see here, this is Guild Boss 4, and she kills the boss in 8 turns together with Nordic. Obviously my Nordic is in a pretty good gear also. You can see here he hits pretty hard, so maybe not a fair comparison. He's also breakthrough 2, and he's exclusive 5, and he has a very good gear, but that is an endgame Nordic, right? Let's see Guild Boss 5 here, just quick here. And you can see here the Guild Boss 5 also died actually 18 turns. Now she's not having any attack buff, so like I just made this setup here not because it's the best in the world, but just because it's the most like beginner friendly setup, at least team wise. Obviously you'd want an attack buff, and you'd also want a better speed than the 20% that Space is giving. Like a Santa would be perfect here, and also maybe a Rister or something like that. And I'll show you just to show you on Guild Boss 6 here. Let's do a test here, because this boss is not going to die. This boss here we're only doing 168. You can see here she's doing almost 80 million damage. Now if I made a proper team, now let's say that I wanted to actually make a team. Now I have a lot of options down here, right? And you probably won't have that, but now if I like was starting out and this was mid to early end game team for me, you perhaps you'll have like these guys here. You might have pulled one Santa, and you might have got him to like exclusive 1 so that he gets the speed buff. Just ignore exclusive 2 and 3 on my Santa. It doesn't really do that much for Guild Boss. It's mostly just for the freezes and for some other stuff, and obviously Rister is pretty good as well. But let's just say that you have this team here. You get attack buff from Rister, you get a speed up buff from Santa, you get some Ben Austin stuff there, and for the last spot you'd probably want, like, I don't know, someone that can heal you or something like that. Lydia would be cool, but you probably won't have her because you've been focusing on getting one of the other ones, right? So what you'd probably want here is a Panda would be good too if you can get one of him. Now for the sake of this video I'm just gonna put Meranging in, and I'll just do like this, and we'll see what happens here. I just need to make sure that Ben Austin is focusing this guy here, and I think she should do Gust Attack, he should do the speed, Rister should do this one always, and just ignore that one, and then we have Meranging just doing Saw thingy, right? So this is just for purpose of showing in the video. And let's see here, now you can see she's doing damage now. So 236 million damage is what she's doing now with a proper setup. Like this is with an attack buff, and obviously the passive attack from Rister as well. She doesn't get anything from his crit damage part. She does get some turn meter buff from him, and obviously Meranging is helping us stay alive. He heals a lot, and he's reducing the damage that the boss does. So this is just to show that she can do damage like if you have a proper setup, right? So and the boss didn't die, of course, I know that. You can always put in another DPS instead of one of these guys here and make your team feed. And also have to remember she's only exclusive 1. That this is only exclusive 1. So let's just imagine the damage she's going to do at exclusive 2 and 3. So that's for guild boss, and I think that is most of the content that I would use her in at exclusive 1. I don't really think anything other than that. Let's just see. You know what, I have one key here. Is she a blue mark? I cannot remember. Oh, she's a red mark. Let's go to red mark tower and just test it out, see what she can do here. So red mark tower, probably gonna go like that. And I don't know, you probably have like, should we put women, just make it more realistic? And who would be the last one? You have maybe a Weasley, I don't know. So this team here, let's see if she can do anything. At least we won the fight, that's good. So she's actually the one doing the most damage here. It's pretty good. We cleared it in 8 turns only, that's okay. So she can also do that stuff. I could probably have seen if she could solo it. I kind of messed that one up. Now for the faction abyss here, let's see, stage 30. Let's see if she does more damage than yesterday. And she doesn't really do much, but we can try and see the fight here. Let's just see what happens actually. Is she doing anything on waves even? And here you can see, because she's with the other Saga City team members, she's getting the which is the buff immediately at the wave beginning, and then she'll do a gust attack and another gust attack. So she's actually doing 2 gust attacks in a row. And here you can see she is actually hitting the waves, and she's almost killing this Eric here. I think that's pretty good, because I don't have an attack buff on her. You have to remember that. And then none of the other ones in my team here is buffing her attack. That is where Mosi has a advantage, is that she can buff herself with attack, but we won't probably not need it that much, right? But she's applying the Deep Eternal down debuff 2 here, which is great for the other guys. And you can see here that we are absolutely obliterating the boss. Indra is a beast, and yeah, you can clearly see here that she is working pretty decently, I guess. And we don't even have the new guy in here. I kind of forgot to put him in, the Murungjing, but that is how it looks. And you can clearly see that she is doing some damage. Not a lot, but she's doing more, almost the same as my son Wukong, and she's doing more than this Xiangming. And I think that is pretty great. I think that's pretty great. So I think that is all the areas that are interesting to show her in for this kind of content, at least at exclusive 1. So don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Cheers, bye.